everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of Voice of Cognizant. I'm your host, Nirja, and I'm all set to bring you an action-packed time today. On this episode, we talk about career growth and skilling, and you can rest assured that we have some very special guests joining the ride. So buckle up, here we go. We're shining the spotlight on a very special person on center stage. Okay, on this new and exciting edition of Center Stage, we have Shantanu Jha, currently leading Cognizant's Transformation Office, where he will work closely with the CEO and the Executive Committee to detail the next level of design for the service lines as Cognizant moves towards a more simple, streamlined and integrated organizational structure. Prior to this, as SVP HR, Shantanu was leading all aspects of people management across global delivery and digital business, along with leading HR from India and Philippines. His list of credentials is endless, so let's bring on the man himself. Please welcome Shantanu Jha on to the Voice of Cognizant episode 3. Shantanu, hi, it's lovely to have you here.
Hey Nirja, thank you. I am really looking forward to this conversation. So thank you for the warm welcome.
Okay, now Shantanu, you've had over years of experience, and my first question is this, all right? What does it mean to be a leader?
This is a great question, and thank you for calling out that I am getting older because I have years of experience. Having said that, leadership for me is responsibility. Of course, all leaders are supposed to be responsible. And I also want to add that it's a ton of accountability. So over the last several years, leadership and the role of a leader has changed. In the new scheme of things, a leader helps, guides, motivates, and steers the team towards a successful outcome, and for which the leader is accountable for. So for me, when you have large jobs, when you have to steer large teams, you got to be part of the team and drive outcomes together.
Yeah, it certainly is no easy feat, but I think you put it very well. Thank you for that answer. Now that brings me to this question. There's a lot of learning and development opportunities at Cognizant, that even puts you on the path to becoming a leader. And it's also important to identify a clear path to success. Now, is there a program at Cognizant that can enable associates to grow and excel faster?
That's an excellent point you brought up, Nirja. See, at Cognizant, we are constantly evaluating how best we can help our associates to, I call it, put their career on steroids. Now, this is only possible. This is only possible when an individual knows and aspires for certain things as far as their career aspirations are concerned. So what we did way back in 2021, not way back, like that's about a year ago, we started two very distinct programs. One, we called it the Internal Job Moves, and the second one is Leadership Job Board. Now, what does Internal Job Moves do? We made sure that every opportunity at a higher role is available and visible to our associates who are eligible for promotion and applying to those jobs. So with that, what has happened is, people, our associates can see open jobs in the talent marketplace and they can apply for those jobs. Now, let's presume in a worst case scenario, I don't get the job. If I don't get the job, at least I get feedback on what skills I must develop so that the next one I can get it. And also our associates who have been here with us, they can see that as they build the necessary skills, they can keep getting promoted and keep taking bigger strides in their career. So it drives transparency, it drives people to see what is available, and it also pushes individuals to aspire for these jobs, if not today, then tomorrow, because they're constantly investing in their skills. Now, in other words, you are in the driver's seat. You as an individual are in the driver's seat. As an organization, we have taken it upon ourselves that we will be fully transparent about all our jobs. On the other hand, the associates have taken the responsibility of driving their career. So this is a great win-win for us. We are hearing a lot of positive news. In fact, I would say that it's a industry-leading initiative which we have at Cognizant.
I believe so. I mean, it truly sounds like the most conducive environment for growth, and that's just fantastic. Like, I like to think of Cognizant as already having the road to success readily paved and ready to be driven on, because it's a very high performance culture. On that note, Shantanu, could you tell us how associates can have a voice in building their careers at Cognizant? For example, what would you say the difference would be between having a career conversation versus having a performance conversation?
Let me start with first the project assessment, right? You are on short-term gigs, you complete your project, you get feedback on your project, how you performed and what you could have done better. Also, it tells you like what skills you have acquired and possibly what skills you can acquire for your next gig. A performance review is for your 6 monthly performance or an annual performance, how you performed over the whole year based on the objectives which you have. Now, a career conversation is a longer horizon. So basically, it is driven by my personal aspirations. So for example, I want to become a tech architect. Like I want to have deep expertise and become a tech architect in, let's say mobile technology. Now, your manager should be able to help you the various steps which you should take in terms of rotation, which projects you can pick, also what learnings which you must acquire and the certifications. Now, it is not a sprint, it is a marathon over 3 to 5 years. So you work with a longer term horizon in mind. And then the last part is the mentorship program. You have a mentor, which is an even longer term. Basically, your mentor help you drive outcomes for your role based on your aspiration over a longer period of time. Like you may want to become a client leader, or client partner you want to become, or an EDP you want to become. So your mentor helps you, guides you, help you with career choices where you can achieve your end objective. So this is much longer game. At Cognizant, we have ensured, in fact, that we are enabling our associates with all these different tools and programs which help them really, really steer their career in the right direction.
Shantanu, that's so well put. And I love that you said it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And that's really the best way to soak up the experiences in career building, isn't it? So that's fantastic. Let's talk about GenC. They're a new generation of associates at Cognizant, and their aspirations and career dreams are very different to the earlier generation. So what advice would you give to a keen and energized GenC aspirant to get going and growing at Cognizant?
Yeah, GenC is a very, very important aspect, rather pillar for our organization. Now, first of all, we have ensured we have deployed various programs which ensures that our GenCs have a very fruitful career at Cognizant. Now, right from, we started a program called Digital Nurture. We engage with them at the 6th semester. For example, we want to work with them during their 6th semester onwards, that what will help them become successful at Cognizant. So we have thousands of people going through that. Then we have something called CogniPal. When you come and intern with us, you have a pal from Cognizant who help you become successful. We launched a program called Digital Honors, which helps you, like, let's say if you're at the lower skill level, and if you go through the Digital Honors, you can basically, learn really fast in a couple of months and go to a very high pay grade because you have upskilled yourself. So we are ensuring that we are providing opportunities for our GenCs to, as I said earlier, to constantly learn and constantly grow. And when I say grow, it is in your skill level as well as your pay and your band. Now, at Cognizant, we have careers at Cognizant, we have GenC Tech Mentors. Now, we also got feedback from GenCs that we want to get higher education while we are employed. So what we did, we went and tied up with various universities across the country where we are providing them opportunity to get a master's degree while you are employed with the company and get their aspiration of getting a master's degree as well. And we are constantly building, we are constantly thinking this space. So, in short, we are thinking about our GenCs. As I said, they are core of our program. Now, one bit of advice, since you asked for it, Nirja, for our GenCs, I just say one thing, that you stay invested in your career. company ensures that you get opportunities to grow. Now, this is a win-win for us. This is a win-win for GenCs.
I love that, Shantanu. I know you said to the GenC aspirants that they need to be invested, but it sure sounds like Cognizant is investing in their overall well-being so that they can really have a unique space to thrive. If I could start my career over, this is the kind of initiation program I would want to be a part of. So thank you for sharing that with us. Now, Shantanu, we do love to dig a little deeper on the Voice of Cognizant, okay? And we'd love for you to share something with us on a more personal level. We know you are a fitness and a golf fan. So could you tell us why you love both these things?
I mean, fitness, I think it is important for everyone to stay healthy. So a little bit of investment in your health always helps you. And I'm growing older. So I want to stay fit. But more important is golf. I'm really passionate about it for various reasons. And I do make sure that I invest a lot of time learning the game, practicing, and then showcasing, I guess, by participating in some tournaments as well. Now, golf is a very different game. It is a game which teaches you integrity, patience, and a lot of respect. You have to respect the course because you're playing the course and you're playing with yourself. So it is really important that you constantly try to improve your skill because you're competing with yourself. And also, it is a matter of excellence. So I try to do this. I try to experience the failure and the success. And the most important thing is for us, what golf teaches is the next shot is the most important shot of your life. So that is all about professional world as well, that you may have success, you may have failure, but what is important is what you do next, so that you constantly try to ensure that you are trying for success. So that's what it does to me personally, and it gives me a lot of happiness.
You know, Shantanu, I was going to ask you to sell golf to people who think it's a little bit boring, but I think you managed to do that by making it sound so exciting and so full of challenges. So, I'm glad that you brought that perspective to the show. Shantanu, it's been such a lovely time. Thank you so much for giving us your words of wisdom. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
I've got all the buzz you need to know right now on What's Up Cognizant. Okay, folks, here's what's up at Cognizant. Cognizant celebrates World Wellbeing Week. Now, Cognizant's commitment to associate well-being is deep-rooted in our values, right? We care about you and we want to help you be well throughout your life's journeys. As we celebrated World Wellbeing Week recently, we bring to you a selection of programs categorized under the 4 pillars of Be Well. That's physical, mental, financial, and life and work. Make sure to check out the Be Well page on b.cognizant to find out more. Okay, now for something very exciting. Here's a roundup of our most recent accolades. How cool is this, you guys? Cognizant has been recognized as the global #1 provider of application modernization services in a recent report by the business research consultancy firm HFS. This was based on Cognizant's excellence in strategy and vision, innovation, capabilities, etc. Isn't that amazing? Now, Cognizant's Chief Marketing Officer Gaurav Chand was honored with the Maven of Customer Experience Management Award by the Indian Express Group and Adobe, meant for industry leaders who have leveraged digital technologies to deliver unparalleled customer experiences. Now that's the way to do it. Here's another one. Cognizant received a Gold Stevie Award for the most valuable corporate response for Operation C3 Cognizant combats COVID-19 for the swift, aggressive response to support our 240,000 associates and their families in India during the pandemic. Another significant update is this. Cognizant has been listed in the LinkedIn Top Companies 2022 in Canada, India, and the Philippines, to name a few. Now that's just fantastic. Oh, also, for the first time in Cognizant history, our India legal team has won the coveted IT in-house legal team of the year by Legal Era magazine, thanks to our legal finesse and innovation in the field. Very well deserved indeed. With that, we move on to the next part of the show, which is going to be quite literally music to your ears. Let's check it out. It's now time for one of my favorite parts of the show, Cognizant's Got Talent. Grab some popcorn and prepare for some real entertainment here. On today's edition of Cognizant's Got Talent, we're talking to Debarati Mitra, a sprightly member of Cognizant's GenC bunch and an EAS associate. Debarati is just about a month old in the organization. So firstly, a big warm welcome to Cognizant as well as onto the show. Hi, Debarati.
Hey, hi, Nirja. Firstly, thank you so much for having me on this podcast today. I must say I'm super excited to be here today.
Well, we are just as excited now. Before we get into your very cool talent, tell us why you chose Cognizant first off, and have you made any friends yet?
So, to be honest, choosing Cognizant was the easiest for me, okay? So, I'm into this field of Pega development, and Cognizant has been a pioneer in this field. It offers such an amazing learning experience, and I think it's a place where I can challenge myself every day. For me, I think that's how one can evolve and grow as a professional in the long term, right? And yes, you asked if I made any friends. Of course, yes, I did. I'm working on this super exciting project, and the team is really talented, cool, and they have such positive vibes, that solving critical issues is just like a breeze. So yeah, I'm totally loving the work culture here and the challenges that I'm helping solve every day.
That is so lovely to hear, and you can sort of hear that energy and excitement in your voice, so that's how you know that you're part of a really special place. Now, you are a talented Hawaiian guitarist. How cool is that? It's really unique, and you've been at it since you were a tiny 2-year-old. So I want to know everything that you can tell me about the talent you've developed over the years, and we'd also love to hear you perform, but we'll get to that in just a bit. Tell us about this talent.
So I've been into this craft of Hawaiian guitar recital from a very tiny age, okay? I remember I was visiting a family friend's house who was playing a Hawaiian guitar, okay? So that was the very first time I heard the tune of this instrument, and my mom says, unlike other kids, I was very calm and composed. I was very glued to the tune. Okay, so that family friend eventually turned out to be my first mentor, and then I started taking lessons from Guru Kazi Arindam when I was 6 years old. And at the age of 8, I auditioned for the All India Radio and secured the first rank there. Till date, I continue to perform on AIR. And I've also won the state level contest thrice. And, during the pandemic, just to spread positivity, I decided to start sharing my music on social media. Okay. And I was really surprised that people from across the world and even some celebrities loved and shared my work. Some of those videos even went viral. So I feel really blessed that the love the people have shown, and I hope just to continue this way and try to unite the world through my music. You see, music and tech, although they seem poles apart, but I believe that rhythm, harmony, pace, and all these things that music teaches us is applicable everywhere. And I think they're equally relevant for the tech world as well.
That is amazing, and it's really nice that you've honed this skill. Now, you have talked the talk, and now we're all ears, so tell us what we're in store for right now in terms of a performance.
Sure. So I would love to play a segment based on Rag Pilu Khambaj, and I hope you like it.
Okay, well, to be honest, I've heard a little sneak preview of this, so you guys might want to turn up your volumes. This is just fantastic. Debarati, take it away. God, that was magical. Debarati, here's a round of applause from me and from everybody listening in as well. That was amazing. And that's the kind of entertainment that we like on Cognizant's Got Talent. So thank you for bringing that to us. It's been absolutely wonderful hearing your voice and your talent.
Thank you.
Are you ready for some tech talk? Okay, now it's perspective time. You can get some in Becky Schmidt's latest blog, where she addresses a pertinent topic that concerns working mothers, right? How do you make work better for women? It's really interesting because she speaks from her own experiences as a mother of 3 children and provides insights on what can truly make a workplace fully supportive of working women. Head over to the Digitally Cognizant blog page on cognizant.com and check it out. We're moving on to the Cognizant Edge. Who do we have today? Now, we love anything with an edge, right? And when it comes with the Cognizant stamp of approval, it's just so much better. Now, on the Cognizant Edge today, meet Master Coder with over 11,000 followers on LinkedIn. His recent LinkedIn post about Brian's visit got more than 1.5 million views. I mean, come on. Meet Santhosh Kumar, also known as Sandy, which is what I'll be calling him as well today. One of Cognizant's very talented GenC, who continuously upskills himself with participation in hackathons and certifications, and he has truly found growth and many opportunities at Cognizant as well that supports his unbeatable passion for learning. Hi Sandy, welcome to the show.
Hey there, hope you're doing great. It's great to be here.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you. Now tell us about what brought you to Cognizant in the first place and how has your journey been so far?
So I'm a campus recruit direct from university. So it's been 18 months now into Cognizant, and I have heard about Cognizant future and work culture and everything from my seniors. I had an expectation, and what I'm getting now is, it has exceeded. So that is something great to see, that you always have something great ahead. And then that is one of the things that my seniors didn't tell me, that you have like an excellent growth opportunity, which I got right from my first project. Since I just moved from a .NET role and then I came to a data engineering role in just 3 weeks. And then obviously you have to crack 3 interviews to get it. One from Cognizant and a couple from the client side. But that is one of the greatest things, that Cognizant has given me the first opportunity to explore the field that I am interested into. And during my tenure at Cognizant, I have completed 6 Microsoft Azure certifications, and I'm also Microsoft certified trainer and have won 5+ hackathons, and 3 comes from Microsoft Azure. In the long run, it is a good thing that you always improve and you try to upskill what are the technologies that comes up and take up the challenge, do the work and get the rewards. So that is, I think, the journey that I will go through, and hope it is exciting as well.
It certainly sounds exciting, Sandy. And there are work opportunities, and then there are opportunities that, make you a well-rounded person. It sounds like that's what Cognizant has given you. So I'm really happy for you. Now, I want to hear all about your unstoppable urge to hack your way through life. I mean, where does it come from and where do you hope it takes you?
You need to know what you are heading into, right? So that is one thing that I have been taking an example of. These are the things that you can achieve. Maybe 10 years or 15 years down the line, you should be proud of what you have done in your first 2 years in your career or the first 5 years in your journey. And that is one thing that I have been carrying forward. And all the hackathons that I participate, I try to kind of learn something new or 1 or 2 things that I want to implement. And that is one thing that you should definitely have, at least in the software industry, where every 6 months there's a new release or a new build comes off every tech stack that you're working on. Cognizant has been a lot of support for me, and we do have this Cognizant MVP community in Yammer. So there I met Manpreet, who is the Microsoft MVP. So he has helped a lot of work in the project's solution discussions, and I do have some guidance from him for building prototypes. So that is one of the greatest things that you get from being part of Cognizant as an asset that you have. Always you can look up to people and get inspiration from them. To inspiring others is something that you can also do by fueling what you have in yourself. That is one thing you can definitely upskill. Whatever you have, whatever the resources that you have, definitely use it to the maximum that you can. And that is one thing that I have been doing, and that is the same thing that I will expect everyone to kind of use the opportunity, use the platforms that Cognizant provides and make the most out of it.
Well, Sandy, given your skills and interest, you could not be on a more perfect path for yourself. So all the best for what's coming. And finally, as part of the GenC bunch, what excites you the most about the future of Cognizant?
As we are in a very high period of technology which integrates into our life every day. So every time when you go out or if you want to order something, you interact with technology. And even this post-pandemic world, you definitely need, or any business that has to run profitably or it at least has to survive, you need a digital footprint on cloud. So that is one thing that Cognizant has been doing a really great job at. And we have been named the number one in transforming apps to cloud and app modernization. It is named as the number one by the HFS research analytics firm. So that is one of the greatest prides that every Cognizant employee can hold up to. And there are internal works that are happening inside Cognizant, such as one of the blockchain test frameworks has been built by a team which has 60% consist of GenCs. So that is how a GenC can contribute to a niche technology. And as a GenC, I do also interact directly with the client. So that is one of the opportunities that I got earlier. So that is one thing that is pushing me, and I was really fortunate to meet CEO Brian, all these great leaders in person. So that was a great opportunity. Again, it came from being part of GenCynergy Club and leading it for 9 months. So that is one of the opportunities that I really cherish. I'll cherish throughout my life. Cognizant is giving a lot of opportunities. Try to make the most out of it.
That's very well said, Sandy. You certainly are a sharp young achiever, and it's no wonder you brought the edge today. So I hope you find all kinds of success. Thank you for joining us on the Voice of Cognizant, Sandy.
Thanks a lot. It was a pleasure to be here.
Well then, folks, you heard all about growth and skilling on this episode. And now, I'm sorry, but I'm not letting you go without one more interesting fact. Are you aware that Cognizant trained more than 100,000 associates in the new digital skills in 2021, which comes to approximately 23 million hours of learning and 130,000 courses? I mean, that's amazing. That deserves a massive round of applause. So go on. I'll wait. I'll hang on. But seriously, keep learning, keep upskilling, and keep growing at Cognizant. There's no place like it. Lastly, don't forget, make health and well-being a priority, you guys, and take advantage of the resources and support you have around you. Be well. And there we have it. The end to another epic episode of Voice of Cognizant. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.